Hello everyone. So in this chapter, today we'll discuss about the question answers of chapter 1, historiography development in the West. ठीक है, अब हम लोग ने देखा historiography. What does historiography means? It means research of history. के history को research करना and then उसके बारे में लिखना is known as historiography. Development in the West. West we have seen. West indicates European countries. So development of historiography in the West is our chapter name. Fine. उसके बाद we have seen that someone who does this historical research understands the chronology. फिर हम लोग ने देखा critical examination जो करता है, the one who makes sure whether it is authentic or not, whether it is true or not, is called as historian. फिर हम लोग ने historical research method देखा, जहाँ पे हम लोग ने देखा कैसे सोर्सेस को क्रिटिकल एग्जामाइन करना चाहिए. देन यू कैन रेफर इट विद अनदर सोर्स एंड मेक श्योर is it relevant or not. Then once you are sure about it, then you will collect information, highlight the process, describe about the transitions, etc. Then if you want to prove whether it is genuine or not, you need to ask questions and then you form hypothesis. इतना हम लोग ने देखा था. Then we have seen के sources of history क्या क्या हो सकता है. तो it can be archaeology, epigraphy, analysis, genealogy, etc. फिर यहाँ पे हम लोग ने देखा था there was again a short definition of historiography, which means critically examining the historical resources and writing about it. Then we went into modern historiography. As I explained you, historiography is when people, they don't used to make sure whether it is true or not. They don't used to critically examine it, just write it for the purpose of writing. That was historiography. But यहाँ पे modern historiography means when you make sure it is based on scientific principle, when you make sure that it is not related to any kind of divine or human deeds, and it is actually related to deeds of human beings, human members of society. Then we have seen the third question, that you need to answer questions to make sure whether it is true or not, and then you need to describe it into chronological order. इतना हम लोग ने देखा था. Then we have seen that there were various notable scholars और जिन्होंने अपने idea put forth किए, and everyone we have seen that everyone they mentioned कि जो भी आप research कर रहे हो, it should be verified, it should be in it should be in a chronological order. फिर यहाँ पे भी हम लोग ने देखा that they should be true to the event and all of those things. So now let us start with the actual exercise part. So the first question over here is fill up. You need to fill up the right answer. It may be said that Dash was the founder of modern historiography. तो हम लोग ने देखा वॉल्टर ने क्या बताया था यहाँ पे. We have seen Voltaire, he said that people should be, people के human aspects, like aspects of human life should also be considered. इसके पहले जो historiography होता था उसमें सिर्फ they used to write about a normal person. But Voltaire, he insisted that, all of the factors like social, traditions, trade, economy, all of them should be considered. And that is why Voltaire is known as the founder of modern historiography. Fine. The second one is, let me highlight this so that it becomes easy for you. Yeah. Second is Dash wrote the book entitled Archaeology of Knowledge. तो अभी हम लोग ने ये लास्ट में देखा माइकल फॉकल्ट, उनका आइडिया थोड़ा अलग था. उनका मानना था that events should not be arranged in chronological order, that there is no such need. And he has written a book Archaeology of Knowledge, and that is why Michael Foucault was who wrote the book. So Michael Foucault wrote the book Archaeology of Knowledge. Fine. Second, identify the wrong pair in the following and correct it. So first आपको identify करना है कि कौन सा wrong है, and also you need to write the correct one. So George William Frederick ने reason in history लिखा, this one is correct. The second one is Leopold von Ranke ने theory and practice of history लिखा, again this one is right, so this is also correct. हेरोडोटस ने द हिस्ट्रीज लिखा, लाइक हिस्ट्री में से वो वर्ड निकाला था हेरोडोटस की बुक, द हिस्ट्री में से द वर्ड हिस्ट्री वाज फाउंड, अगेन दिस वन इज करेक्ट. कार्ल मार्क्स का दे हैव रिटन डिस्कोर्सेस ऑन द मेथड, व्हिच इज रॉन्ग, बिकॉज कार्ल मार्क्स की बुक का नाम था Das Kapital, if you remember, कार्ल मार्क्स की बुक का नाम था, यहाँ पे देखो कार्ल मार्क्स हैज रिटन द बुक दास कैपिटल, जिसमें उन्होंने अपने कम्युनिस्ट आइडिया बताए। सी यहाँ पे दास कैपिटल इज द नेम ऑफ द book. So this one is the wrong one. So you need to write this is the wrong one, and you also need to write the correct one. Okay, now we will go to sub question 2 ka first, which is short notes or explain the concept dialectics. Okay, so dialectics ka answer is on page number 4. Okay, when you come to page number 4, we have seen that in order to understand one of a concept, a person need to know both the facts, like the true and the false, as well as the good and the bad. And this method itself is known as dialectics. So this would be your first answer. Okay, ये हम लोग ने देखा. Now coming towards the second part, the second one is Annals School. The annual school भी हम लोग ने देखा, it was over here. Annual school, it was a school which was established by French historians, right? ये हम लोग ने पूरा देखा. So again the entire paragraph would be a answer. बच्चा लोग यहाँ पे कैसे आ जाएगा? We will revise it quickly. That Anne school में हम लोग ने देखा, it was it was a school which was created in France, and then they gave a new direction to history writing. पहले history writing को इतना importance नहीं था. These school people, they gave right to history writing. It was recognized now that people should not only should be known for political events, trade policies, etc., but at the same time you should also include the climate, the local people, the agriculture, the communication, the social division, etc. So यहाँ पे in short देखा जाए तो they are trying to say that all of the factors of human being should be considered, and not only king, great leaders and उनके diplomacy, etc. ठीक है. And the last point is the annual school was started by French historians. So this becomes your answer. Now coming towards the next one, which is sub question 3.1. Historical research was driven to focus in depth of various aspects of women life. Okay, so this would be your answer 3.1. तो इसका आंसर है पेज नंबर 5 पे feminist historiography. यहाँ पे we have to write the first point as feminist historiography will mention the meaning. So it means that restructuring of the history from the perspective of women. और ये किसने start किया था? Simone de Beauvoir. Okay, तो ये पूरा part आपका first point हो जाएगा. Okay, the second point over here you need to write that it drove historical research and focus of various aspects of women life in trade, union, institution, works, etc. So this again would be your second point. So it drove से लेके etc. तक ये वाला point पूरा आपका second point हो जाएगा. Fine. Is it understood? Yeah. So this entire would become your second point, and that is how you come towards the end of 3.1. Now 3.2 हम लोग देखेंगे. Foucault called his method the archaeology of knowledge. So again we will see why it was known as archaeology of method, archaeology of knowledge. यहाँ पे लिखा है. Foucault called his method the archaeology of knowledge. So this answer is on page number 5. It starts from here. ही के बदले आप लिख सकते हो Michael Foucault. So Michael Foucault drew attention to the fact that archaeology does not strive to reach the ultimate historical truth, but it also explained the transitions. हम लोग ने देखा he focused more on transitions. That transitions should be given importance, and that is why he called his method archaeology of knowledge. Okay, so this entire paragraph would be your answer. Now coming towards the next one, which is 4.1. What is historiography? So iska answer we will see on page number this. यहाँ पे हम लोग ने देखा ना हिस्टोरियोग्राफी का डेफिनेशन दिया है. या इट इज ऑन टू पेज नंबर 2 पे हम लोग यहाँ पे देखेंगे दैट यहाँ पे as I said the writing of critical historical narrative is known as, or you can write it from here, No, yeah, you can write it from here only. So this becomes your first point, that critically analyzing it and then writing it is known as historiography, and the one who write it is known as historian. Then the second point would be it includes past event in this narrative, the inclusion and interpretation of historical event. So this entire becomes your 4.1. Fine. यहाँ पे इसके बारे में बताया है, जो हिस्टोरियन है उसके बारे में, दैट ही वुड राइट अकॉर्डिंग टू हिज कंसेप्चुअल फ्रेमवर्क, के उनके माइंड में वो टॉपिक से रिलेटेड क्या माइंडसेट है उसके बारे में वो लिखेंगे। वो पूरा यहाँ पे लिखा है सीधा, हिस्टोरियन कैन नॉट इंक्लूड एवरी पास्ट इवेंट, जो जो सारे पार्ट्स में हुए वो सब नहीं लिख सकते। तो व्हाट he has things in his mind while he was researching, and वो कैसे आए वो पॉइंट पे, वो conceptual framework उसको बोलते हैं। And over here you can write examples like modern historiography or feminist historiography. तो ये again आप आपका एक example दे सकते हो। Now coming towards 4.2. What is 4.2? Yeah. What did Rene Descartes is insisted upon? So again, this answer is on page number 3. Page number 3 पे we will see. Just give me 1 second. Yeah. It is on page number 3. Rene Descartes. Rene Descartes यहाँ से वो start होगा that Rene Descartes was the foremost among scholars who insisted, ये हम लोग ने देखा, what did he insisted? That the historical documents should be verified and they should be critically examined. और ये उन्होंने कौन से अपने बुक में लिखा? ये वाले बुक में, Discourses on the Method, डिस्कोर्सेस ऑन द मेथड वाले बुक में उन्होंने ये चीज मेंशन किया। नहीं अगेन सेड दैट नेवर टू एक्सेप्ट एनीथिंग फॉर ट्रू, कि कोई भी चीज को सच तब तक मत मानना जब तक ऑल योर डाउट्स आर बीन एक्सक्लूडेड, दैट you have no doubt regarding that particular thing. So this entire part would again be your answer. Fine. Coming towards next part, which is 4.3. Why is Voltaire said to be the founder of modern historiography? This is again on to page number 3. उसके नीचे वाला ही आंसर है। वोल्टेयर, हम लोग ने देखा व्हाई वोल्टेयर इज कंसिडर्ड एज मॉडर्न हिस्टोग्राफी, बिकॉज उसके पहले तक पीपल दे जस्ट यूज टू राइट अबाउट अ पर्टिकुलर पर्सन, बट वोल्टेयर ही इंसिस्टेड दैट यू राइट अबाउट all aspects of people, maybe historical events, social tradition, trade, agriculture, सब points के बारे में लिखो, and not only the person itself. उन्होंने बताया that you should include all aspects of human life, and that is why he is known as the founder of historiography. ठीक है, so this again entire paragraph would be a answer. यही मैंने बताया that he said that you should consider all of these points and all aspects of human life. ठीक है, coming towards the next part, which is sub question 5. Okay. Yeah. Sub question 5 is complete the concept chart. तो you need to complete the chart. इसमें बताया है notable scholars in Europe. तो जो जो scholars के बारे में हम लोग ने पढ़ा उनके बारे में आपको लिखना है। तो you can write about Karl Marx, you can write about Leopold von Rank, आप जॉर्ज विलियम फ्रेडरिक हैगरेट का नाम दे सकते हो, आप रेने डेस्कार्ट्स का दे सकते हो। तो एनी 4 स्कॉलर्स, एनी वन यू कैन मेंशन। ओके, सब क्वेश्चन 6, एक्सप्लेन कार्ल मार्क्स क्लास थियोरी। ओके, तो कार्ल मार्क्स क्लास थियोरी आंसर इज ऑन पेज नंबर 4. यहाँ से स्टार्ट होगा, इट इज ऑन टू द राइट हैंड साइड। अकॉर्डिंग टू कार्ल मार्क्स, हिस्ट्री वॉज नॉट एब्स्ट्रैक्ट आइडियाज। उनका मानना था कि हिस्ट्री एक एब्स्ट्रैक्ट आइडिया नहीं है, बट इट शुड बी अबाउट पीपल, के ओनरशिप का राइट भी लोगों को मिलना चाहिए। बिकॉज क्या होता है, बिकॉज ऑफ दिस इफ अ पर्सन डज नॉट हैव ओनरशिप राइट, डिफरेंट स्ट्रक्चर इज बीइंग फॉर्म्ड इन द सोसाइटी, द डिफरेंट stages are being formed in society and inequality is being created, and वो inequality के वजह से फिर क्या होता है, that people are not able to live a normal life, and then there is class struggle. So that is why ये था। See, ओनरशिप का राइट लोगों को मिलना चाहिए। एंड अगेन ये थॉट्स उन्होंने कहाँ पे लिखे थे, तो दास कैपिटल करके जो उनकी बुक थे उसमें उन्होंने ये सारा थॉट्स मेंशन किया था। सो दिस एंटायर पैराग्राफ बच्चा लोग वुड बी योर आंसर। ठीक है, अपने ओन सेंटेंस में इफ यू राइट it's fine, but make sure you are including all the points. Fine. So this entire paragraph would become your answer. Coming towards the next question, which is 6.2, what are the 4 characteristics of modern historiography? तो ये हम लोग ने यहाँ पे स्टार्टिंग में देखा। 4 characteristics of modern historiography is you need to make sure that it is you need to make sure that it is based on scientific principle. ये first point हो गया था. So you will write the 4 main characteristics of historiography are, the first point, these quality are anthropocentric. Anthropocentric मैंने बताया that it should not be related to divine and human form, but it should be related to human beings. फिर ये चारों point आ जाएगा. ठीक है, ये इसमें क्या है, again you they are saying the third point is you need to ask relevant questions. When you will ask relevant question, at that point you will understand कि वो कितना reliable और कितना सच है. And the last part is again जैसे हम लोग ने बोला, it should be in a chronological order. Fine, so that this entire 4 points become your answer. Fine, we'll move to the next question. So this entire 4 points would become your answer. We will move to the next question, which is, what is feminist historiography, which is 6.3. Okay, the feminist historiography ये वाला है. It is almost write the following in detail पूछा है ना बच्चा लोग, तो you cannot just write the definition, but see, I'll explain what all you can write. So feminist historiography यहाँ पे आ जाएगा. पहले तो ये पूरा आप definition बता दोगे that feminist historiography means something from the perspective of women out there. Okay, women के perspective से, and it was started by Simone de Beauvoir. उनके writing से लोग inspire हुए थे. तो इतना आप mention कर सकते हो. And if you want to write this, you can write, because ये already आप 3.1 में answer में लिख रहे हो. तो again, if you want to add this point, you can add it in the answer as well. Last one, explain Leopold von Rank's perspective of history. उनकी perspective क्या थी? तो we'll go to page number 4. Leopold von Rank की perspective क्या थी regarding historiography? So we can write यहाँ पे. We'll come to page number 4. When you come on to page number 4, you will see Leopold का paragraph है, वो पूरा आ जाएगा, because उसमें पूरा बताया है that he was from Berlin University. He made sure, उन्होंने बताया कि critical method ही follow करो आप when you are doing historic research. He emphasized, उन्होंने किसके ऊपर emphasize किया था कि जो original documents मिले हैं उससे अच्छा खासा importance of it has a lot of importance of information of original documents. तो make sure आप उसको अच्छे से critically examine कर रहे हो. He again said that these documents are related to historical event to examine with great care. Same point, he believed, उन्होंने क्या किया, he believed that this method it was possible to reach to historic truth. क्यों? Because वो historic event से related है, तो जो historic truth है वो हमको पता चल सकता है. And he criticized imaginative narration of history, कि जो imaginary form है history का उसको उन्होंने criticize किया. He said that such kind of history is wrong. और ये सारा चीज उन्होंने कहाँ पे लिखा था? उनकी 2 बुक थी, एक थी द थियोरी एंड प्रैक्टिस ऑफ हिस्ट्री और एक थी द सीक्रेट ऑफ वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री. तो अंडरस्टैंड द पॉइंट एंड देन राइट, इट वुड बी वेरी इजी एंड अंडरस्टूड, मतलब इजीली अंडरस्टेबल टू यू. ठीक है, दिस एंटायर पैराग्राफ वुड बी योर आंसर. Fine. So that is how we come towards the end of all the question and answer discussion. I hope आपको अच्छे से समझा and you write it in a proper way. So yeah, that was it for today's session. हम मिलेंगे फिर next session में. Till then, bye bye and take care.